Weekly forecast June 26 to July 2nd, 2023. Expect the unexpected. Greetings, I am Batool astrologer presenting you the weekly forecast commencing on Monday, June the 26th, 2023. On Monday, the week begins with Mars, impatient warrior, aggressive Mars in conflict with rebellious, unpredictable Uranus. There might be some type of earthquake physically or in the economic world, the political world, but the rest of the week starts to really calm down and stabilize, so that's the good news. But before I break all that down and look what is happening on each day, if you enjoy these kinds of videos and would like to see more of them, click like and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can receive the latest postings. Alright, Monday the 26th, Mars, aggressive and impatient warrior Mars, is going to be forming a square, that's a 90-degree angle of internal conflict with rebellious, unpredictable Uranus. It's actually impacting the world, Pacific time from late Sunday night up through the first half of Monday the 26th, Pacific Daylight Time. With that Mars-Uranus, there might be an eruption, an earthquake, a volcano, or it could be an economic crisis, or there might be a major blow-up accident in the world, but this too shall pass. And the rest of the week, there's a lot of real stabilizing energy, so there is some kind of major crisis. It's not impacting the world for a long time. Now on Monday the 26th, the moon is in Libra. The moon sets the emotional tone. Libra is always seeking compromise, harmony, peace. Also in the early evening Pacific time, communicator, decision maker, Mercury, that's been an adaptable, witty, restless Gemini for a few weeks, is moving into more reflective, moody, emotional Cancer for a few weeks. Mercury with the Gemini influence is more restless, more curious, wanted to connect and talk and correspond. When the Mercury for a few weeks goes into Cancer, we are more moody or reflective, and our thoughts are more on our feelings, our own family. You might see that kind of general shift for a couple of weeks. On Tuesday, the moon continues in harmonious fair-minded Libra. However, the moon is going to be very favorable to that passionate Mars late morning of Pacific time. So with that emotional moon in harmony with Mars, it's stimulating a lot of taking risk, going on an adventure, being emotionally excited, giving you a lot of enthusiasm to really start the work week. On Wednesday the 28th, now the moon is in Scorpio. Once a month, when the moon's in Scorpio for 2.5 days, the general tone with Scorpio is more intense, emotional reactiveness. That Scorpio can be more introspective or private, or our reactions are so much more intense. But the moon in Scorpio is going to be in harmony with rational communication Mercury. So mid-morning Pacific time, that could be very favorable for having meetings, discussion with family, good for writing, speaking, good for reflecting on your past, good for counseling. Now the moon by mid-afternoon is going to be in harmony with the Sun and Saturn. When this moon and the Sun are in harmony, this trine aspect twice a month, it brings a little bit more ease and comfort. At the same time, the Sun's in harmony with Saturn, so it's more of this overall sense of security, groundedness. Now that is because all day the Sun in Cancer is going to be in harmony, a trine to Saturn in Pisces, both water signs. The Sun trining Saturn, overall is very auspicious for all business matters, and then here's the moon in harmony because the moon's in Scorpio, water sign, actually forming a grand trine to the Sun in Cancer and the Saturn in Pisces, because those are the three water signs, and so very favorable for business, very favorable for feeling more secure and grounded. Thursday the 29th, now the Mercury, business savvy, negotiating, Mercury will be in harmony with Saturn, the last half of Thursday Pacific Time into the first part of Friday. So that also just continues from Wednesday into Thursday, this being a lot of common sense, being very practical, very focused, very good for all business matters. But the moon in Scorpio, which is all that intense passionate energy, is going to be in a stressful angle to Venus by mid-afternoon Pacific Time. Now the moon wants attachments, Venus is desire and love and compromise. These are two very comfortable, wonderful energies for compatibility, but the angle between them is uncomfortable, and so there might be, for an hour or two mid-afternoon Pacific Time, that you're not getting your desires met with a partner, a good friend, your significant other. You may not be on the same page, but this too shall pass, especially with Mercury, rational Mercury excellent with Saturn, is really giving you a lot of common sense and being very practical and helping. Friday, the moon continues in Scorpio, that intense introspected Scorpio, but 8 a.m. Pacific Time, the moon goes into Sagittarius. Now Scorpio energy, once a month, is very internalized, very introspective, but when the emotional moon goes into Sagittarius, Sagittarius is very outgoing, adventurous, wants to travel, wants to socialize. With the Scorpio, we're incubating ideas, and then when the moon goes into Sagittarius, we want to get out there and announce everything we've been thinking about to the world. Especially as communicator Mercury on Friday will be aligning with the Sun, and they're both in the sign of Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, so it's a really powerful day of brainstorming ideas, communications, making plans, could be very favorable for meetings, for traveling, for studying, for writing. On Saturday, July the 1st, the moon continues in Sagittarius. That Sagittarius is optimistic, it's honest, it's playful, can be a bit athletic. Sagittarius is the sign ruled by Jupiter, and the first half of the day Saturday Pacific Time, the Jupiter that rules Sagittarius will be in harmony with the Sunday, the Sun in harmony with outgoing optimistic Jupiter, with the moon in Sagittarius, really bringing a lot of enthusiasm, optimism, a really favorable day for traveling and feeling really upbeat and optimistic about the future journeys. Sunday, July the 2nd, the moon continues in that enthusiastic, adventurous Sagittarius, until 10:21 a.m. Pacific Time, where the moon goes into Capricorn. When the moon is in Sagittarius, the public tone is more buoyant, enthusiastic, outgoing. When it goes into Capricorn, it can be time to get focused on work, accomplishing all your work tasks. But a lot of people are on vacation, we're taking a long weekend holiday, or maybe for the whole week, and that Capricorn energy could be all the work tasks of organizing trips and picnics and events, or that can be really favorable energies. That Capricorn moon can keep you more level-headed. Pleasure-seeking Venus, romantic Venus, creative Venus, will be in a hard angle to liberating unexpected Uranus. Now that Venus-Uranus can be really favorable for socializing, for parties, but with the Uranus it may be very spontaneous, very unexpected. Venus-Uranus can trigger infatuations. For artists, you might be more inspired to think out of the box and try something all new. Uranus also represents Aquarius. Uranus or Aquarius represents friends and group activities, and Venus is all that socializing, so it's also a really good day. Saturday or Sunday is good for getting involved with a group of people, maybe that is as simple as a party, organizing friends on a spontaneous level, or spontaneously deciding to gather your friends and family and play some sports, more physical activities. It can certainly trigger some unexpected and romantic desires. So I want to thank you for watching. Until next week, be safe and well. It will be an honor if you will subscribe my channel, as it helps me to grow my channel. Thank you.